Hey, it's the one and only savior of misbehavior, the world champion of love, the smartest man on television, Corey Graves, and I am telling you to join the hottest group out there, Team Mutiny. This is the year of Team Mutiny. I swear, I promise, I'm really smart, believe me. This is the year.
Hey everybody, it is Terry and I am back and I am here to report your Mutiny news. Just want to go ahead and make a personal shout out. Thank you to Cassius Prime for taking over the last feud with our stats, much appreciated. And I also want to just make sure I thank the co-leaders and the officers for understanding that I had to take some time back going into last month. Dealing with this pregnancy has been a lot more than I thought it was going to be, and I also broke a rib, so I'm kind of sporting a broken rib at the moment. But with that being said, I'm doing much better, so hopefully I am back in it. You guys will know if you see me pop in or out, that's why. Now, obviously, if you are new, welcome to Mutiny. We are glad to have you. If you haven't already, we do have also our YouTube channel, i.e. this one, as well as our 4-star one. The links are also provided. If you can manage to go over there, give us a subscribe, like some of our stuff, let us know how we're doing. We would totally appreciate it, and that kind of helps make sure we're doing everything we need to for you guys. So we totally appreciate that, and that includes anybody who's still already in our faction. Maybe you should do that because we would love you if you did. With that being said too, if you also haven't and you're either a current member, new, old, whatever the case is, if you're on Facebook or Discord, please make sure you are going into the roles and posting that you agree along with your gamer tag, just so we can keep tabs. That's something we actually have recently emailed people about. So we just want to make sure that you guys are also obliging. Eventually we're just going to call you out, but we want to be nice and give you the opportunity to do this first out of your free will. So thank you. With that being said, let's go over our feud scores. So the first thing I want to point out is you've probably noticed the last couple of feuds have had some restriction limits. I am going to go ahead and say it is probably a safe bet that this is going to be the direction that Scopely is going in, applying some form of restriction to every faction feud. So take that with a grain of salt when you guys are in. Don't get discouraged by that, because even despite the restrictions we had this time, we actually ranked at 120 for this faction feud, which is amazing, because you got to keep in mind we had a lot of heavy hitters that couldn't be online to feud full time like they normally would due to work and the schedule change of it being on a Saturday as opposed to a Friday. In addition to that, we also had some friends out in California who were a little bit limited due to the earthquake. And on a side note, we are definitely thinking of you guys, and I hope everything has improved and gotten better. Our thoughts are with you guys as well as with your families. So just wanted to make sure I give that personal shout out as well. Going back to the numbers though, again, with all those restrictions, with the date change, with us not being full force, 120 is nothing to be disappointed in. We all personally in leadership thought that this was a victory for us, despite not having everybody at full power. So thank you guys for hustling and doing that. Going into the numbers, so we had 32 people who actually did break 1 million points, so great job. 2 of you guys scored over 10 million and 3 over 5 million. Personal shout out to our co-leader Cassius Prime, who did his personal best. He scored 1.8 million. Awesome job. And then also one of our officers, Fuzzy Bear, also had his personal best score for this faction feud, and he scored 10.6 million. So good hustle, guys. Really proud of you both. In addition to all of that, and keeping note of who broke 1 million and what our total roster score was for that in feuding was 121 million, so not bad. The only other thing we want to make sure we are mentioning, so we averaged only 3 times our roster score out of everybody that participated in the feud. For our rules, you are required to hit 4 times. If something comes up where you guys aren't able to do that and you let us know, give us a heads up. We understand life comes and goes and everything happens for a reason. As long as we're able to kind of take that into account when we're doing your scores, that would be really helpful. So 9 of you actually did 10 times of your roster score or better. 32 of you did 4 times your score or better, which is good. And 7 of you were close to 3 times your roster score. So we want to make sure we just kind of are even across the board with everybody. Make sure you're hitting your numbers. If you can't, just let us know. Or if you can't even feud, let us know. We have a really good tight ship of communication. We're a very open door policy. You don't have to tell us your life story, but at least let us know what's going on. Last but not least, we do have 2 new tag team champs, to SA King and Wally. So congratulations to you guys. I'm sure you're going to see a logo in a little bit after this video is posted of them with their belts. So I'm so sorry, Blade and Wendigo. I know the odds were against you this weekend, but there's always retribution, right? But anyway, with that being said, that is all I have. I hope you guys have an amazing week. And again, if you have any questions or concerns, just reach out to your friendly leadership. Bye.